All right, so we are back with the screen recorded video of freight brokering. How do you post a load from start to finish? And how do you find trucks or how do you find loads with your specific trucks that are available? So to start off, this is a specific account that I'm following up with. Infinite Herbs is a company here in Chicago that I locally located. It wasn't on our lead list. It was something that I found in our industrial area, and I followed up with them and got in contact with a shipping company, and they were able to give us some details on what they're looking for and where the load is going. So she gave us some, basic details: 4 to 7 pallets, Manuka, Illinois. Another thing she wanted was a reefer, and these are daily loads. So we had to estimate, what the weight was, but we got about around the same amount of pallets, and we were able to give her a quote. So I'll be following up with her. So basically, this is pretty much some of the details you would need to post a load. I know you probably saw some of the internet truck stop videos or the truckstop.com videos, but this is essentially how your load will look. So this is how you edit a load. So what I did was clicked new active load, put in the information, put in the rates, put in the units, and about how much I will want the rate to go for. So since it's a daily route, I will want probably at least 450 for each load because of the simple fact of you have to account for gas and you have to account for gas every day. So you want to have profit and you also want to account for gas every day. Um, so you would put in all the details. So the shipper would be Infinite Herb, Chicago, Illinois, 4 to 7 pallets, blah blah blah, daily rate, and you put in the consignee, which would be Trader Joe's, Manuka, Illinois, blah blah blah. This and that, the dates. Um, I don't know for sure if you watch the ITS videos, but the ITS videos go really in depth about adding the shipper details. So you want to make sure you follow up on those videos. I put the carrier or the driver as assigned later because I wouldn't know who the driver is. I would have to post the load onto internettruckstop.com, and then I would have to get it going. So give me a second. Okay, so we have this load. Okay, we have truck stop search. Okay. Okay, there we go. So I clicked truckstop.com. First you saw it aired out and then it came up. So what you could do in this case, in this window, is you could also post a truck up if you would like to, or you could post a load and say, I need this is XYZ refrigerated reefer, 7 pallets, full load, rate per mile, desired direction, origin and radius, and there you go there. The best way to really kind of like figure out what your rate will be is to figure out how many miles your truck is going to be going. Because if your truck is going to be going, from Manuka to Chicago, and if you want to do maps, let's do maps. Um, let's see, Manuka, Illinois, from Chicago, Illinois. All right, there we go. So that's only an hour driving. With traffic per se, it may be another couple of minutes, but considering the hour and the loading and offloading and going there every day, that's a lot of gas. So let's also think about fuel costs. So let's see. The best way you can really find loads is by searching on the internet truck stop. Um, let's see, auto match. And right now I'm just clicking through because I've only used one screen of ITS of the truck stop joint. So we're going to figure some stuff out. Let's see. Let's do a new search and just do that. So let's just say Chicago to Joliet. Okay. We're not going to put in a specific load just yet, but mm, let's just say Chicago for right now. That doesn't make sense. We are US to US, okay? I might be tripping. Let's see. You see how it's weird, right? It just says to anywhere. So let's try this. Let's see if we can do anywhere. Mm-mm-mm. Quick load search. Okay. Equipment type, reefer. Let's do that. Bet. Cool. That helped. So what we just did there, goodness, was a Chicago to anywhere load search. Um, okay, perfect example right here. So, and let me see. I think it just opened the details. Let's see. Okay, cool. Yes. So when you click on a load on ITS, when you do the search, it pops it up immediately in another window so you can get some additional details. My apologies for that awkward pause. Was just trying to figure out some stuff, but here we go. So Rockford, Melrose Park to Rockford. So Melrose Park is still in Chicago here. It's still considered to be Cook County. Rockford is a bit outside of Chicago. It's like a neighboring city that is in the Illinois, or I would say Chicagoland area. Probably not. I wouldn't consider it Chicagoland because it's way further than Cook County. So that is considered to be 80 miles, whereas we saw Chicago to Manuka would be 50. Um, so here we go. They want a full truckload. So that's a full truck of reefer, a full reefer truck, 40,000 pounds, 72 miles. And so this is where you kind of get the rate per mile. So the average posted rate for something like that would be about 516. That's what they're saying. Now, if they wanted fuel for the 80 miles, it would be $43. So in our case, it would be probably about, we're going to estimate and say maybe around like 35, probably 35 bucks or so for the truck. And then we have to account for profit. So if we do some math, we got $35 a day. You know what I'm saying? Let's say we have 5 loads, so that's $175 for 5 loads a week. You know what I'm saying? And then that's not even including like there and back type of situation. So you want to make sure you have profit based off of the load and the fuel because that's going to be a big deal. Um, so you can kind of do some math there with Fuel Desk, and that'll help you out. Um, let's see. They give you like the credit stop, so credit information for for their shipper. So whoever is doing this load or the broker who's doing this load, they tell you about, the credit. And then again, that's how you figure out your rate in that situation. So the load would be sometimes around 400 to $500 based on this rate. So when you do that, once you gather that information, you can fill it out, and that's how you would get your rate, the number of units based off of what you're carrying, the fuel service charge. I had it at a percentage of 13. Um, so that was like 51.77. They subtracted that and got it to 450. So that was the rate that I gave Infinite Herbs. And of course, I did like a discounted like monthly rate as well. So once you put in that information, you'll have that. You have the truckstop.com posting, and you can post it there and get some additional, people reaching out with feedback, determining whether or not if they want to work with you. And there we go. So that's how you post a load. That's how you post for a truck. That's how you try to get a truck to come get you and your load. and then essentially people will reach out to you either via email or via phone, so that way you can get some accounts and get some of these loads done. So that's the basics of it. And let me see if I have anything else here that I needed to cover on this video, because I know I owed you a few things, but I sent you some stuff. Okay, let's see. Shared. All right, cool, cool. So I sent you some documents as well for the drive for 94 Logistics, and it's just basically going to be documentation from Best Way, from RTS. So like RTS has some really good sales documents, and I think you should definitely check out a few of those negotiation docs. They definitely help me out. Let's see, Best Way docs, move a load checklist. This is what I wanted to add to that. Let's see, carrier sign up script. I think it was something else. Let's see, carrier pre-confirmation. There we go. Carrier pre-confirmation checklist. So this right here, where they ask you, do you use a factoring company? And they say yes, they probably already have one. If they say no, it says to move to step 3. I want you to understand that we get a really good percentage with RTS. So if we don't get them signed up, if they don't have a factoring company, recommend them to apply with RTS. So, they can get approved with a credit line there. And then if they get declined by RTS, we can figure out something with Best Way because they offer a quick pay option. So that was something I wanted to add to your spiel. But that's essentially it. I would recommend to check out this documentation. It pretty much helps you walk through confirming the load with a customer, and make sure you get these details. You want to say this PU's pickup, Dell's delivery, the carrier rate, posted rate, all that stuff you would have. And then factor would be if they get approved with Best Way, it would say Best Way. If they get approved with RTS, it would say RTS. And if it says no factoring company, we're going to say no factoring company, quick pay. And that's pretty much that. But if you have additional questions, let me know. That's stuff I wanted to add. A lot of this stuff is pretty straightforward documentation. And if you have anything that you need to give me, just let me know. Talk to you soon and hope to see you in the next video.